principal of Harding Middle School.
Thank you, Ambrose, and welcome to our special guests. I'd like to thank you all for coming out on what seems to be the worst weather day of February at this point. In retrospect, yesterday probably would have been a much better day for this. We could have done it out in the sunshine. But we are fortunate enough to be in our beautiful IMC. So it's a chance to showcase two different things today. First, I'd like to thank Varissa McMickens and Ambrose and all the people at Arts Rising for first allowing us and choosing us to be one of the first 5 art zones in the city. These banners theoretically were created years ago, but through the work that Arts Rising's done and the Samila Art Initiative of Betsy and the work she did with our students in helping create these, it's come full circle now, and they are now hanging, and will hopefully hang for many years on the face of the building. The banners represent basically what I consider the 3 pillars of a sound, well-rounded education, and that's the arts, academics, and athletics. And it's not a coincidence that the academic banner hangs in the middle or the center, because academics is at the center of all we're doing, all that we're trying to do here into turning around the academic performance at Harding, but also bringing special opportunities for our students to shine in other areas as well. So that was really, there was nothing random about the way those banners were hung. It's really just embodying how we believe that we're here to educate the mind, body, and spirit. I hope that the banners that now hang in front of our building will do so for quite some time, and that they will serve as a source of pride for all the students, past and present and future. And that all members of the Harding community realize that these are a symbol of how we are literally changing the face of Harding Middle School for the better, and we'd like to keep that going. So thank you to everyone who showed up. Thank you for everyone who has made this day possible, and especially our students, because this is really for you guys. So thank you to everyone who made this day possible, and for all of our special guests.
Thank you, Mr. Calderon. At this point, I would also like to acknowledge Mr. Papiano and Mr. Teets, who's a visual art teacher who's not here. They were instrumental in the partnership with Betsy Casañas, the teaching artist, and I want to give them a hand for facilitating the process and making it as smooth as possible. Next up is the Director of Arts Rising, Varissa McMickens, and please give her a warm welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? Good. I know that it is boring looking outside, but it is not boring in here, so I need to try that again. Hi, everybody. Hi. Especially you. I see those faces. Hi. Hi. Keep trying. Good. That's much better. So actually, every student that had a chance to participate in creating these beautiful banners, I want you to stand up. If you're in the room and you had a chance to be a part of it in any way, stand up. Now I want you to know there are about 45 students who helped to work on this project. And they worked on that project with teachers here at this school and with Betsy Casañas from the Semilla Arts Initiative. And the importance of that is that, I think it's really poignant that we are doing this ceremony today as we sort of near the end of African American History Month, in part because there's something that we all hear a lot about during this time of the year, and that's Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. And I don't know about anybody else, but the inspiration that I always gather from that is that it's amazing to be a part of helping people make dreams come true. And in part, that's what Arts Rising is able to do. Our partnership with Harding Middle School and with this community of Frankford and the surrounding neighborhoods, it's something that's a dream of mine. I've always had the arts in my life and have been lucky enough to know early that I love music, I love theater, I love dance. I'm not the greatest visual artist, but I love fashion. And so having all those creative outlets has been really important for me throughout my entire life, and I've always looked to them. And so I've also always had people around me who encourage that. And part of what we talked to the folks at Harding about when we began to form Arts Rising and really began this partnership in 2010 was that there were some big dreams that they had for the students here. The students had dreams of their own. The students and the community here had dreams for itself beyond the school walls. And a lot of that had to do with beautifying the community around them, about taking the creative energy that they have and their ideas and pulling those together to really not only enrich what happens every day inside classrooms, because we do so support the teachers who teach here, who teach the arts and teach other subjects, but we also know that the arts can really transform communities. And so it's a special thing to me to be able to be here today to celebrate the start of some visual ways for other people beyond the school walls of Harding Middle School to see the dreams that this school has dreamed start to come true. Arts Rising is so proud to be a partner with you. There's nothing better in my mind than being able to know that every time I drive through this community, every time I drive through this neighborhood, I'm probably driving past the home of some student who lives here, or a teacher who teaches here, or a parent whose children have been through the school walls here. And that we have a chance to go beyond these school walls and again work with other people. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you, Betsy. Thank you, Ambrose. Please give Ambrose Lou a hand. Ambrose and Carla Bednar, our Arts Zone coordinator, worked very hard in now 7 different communities all over the city of Philadelphia, making Arts Rising a part of those communities and helping those, working with community members and students and teachers and parents and others, and many community organizations in the arts and beyond to help make dreams happen and dreams come true. And we are so glad to do that. We look forward to being able to continue this relationship, and we will keep telling people, drive by this school, see what they're doing, because you are doing beautiful, wonderful things. All of you students should be proud of yourselves and of your classmates. Teachers, be proud of yourselves. Mr. Calderon, you've been a champion for us from the start, day one. And so there is nothing like having a leader of a school that says, this is important to me because I know how it impacts my children. So everybody also, please give Mr. Calderon a hand. So please be willing to celebrate today with us and be a part of all the things that we're doing today. Again, know it's just the first visual start of something that we are excited to continue to see happen. Thank you to all the guests in the room. I saw Tony Payton walking. Thank you. I appreciate your Representative Payton. I know I see the partners in the room, our colleague whom I actually just met for the first time from the Wooden Boat Factory. He's right around the corner. Summer programs at Wooden Boat Factory. I see others in the room who I'm not sure we'll introduce later, but thank you for being here. It is important. These students need to see the adults in the room who care about what happens to them, and they also need to know that we are willing to invest not only in their future but in their today. Thank you so much.
Next up, I'd like to invite Betsy Casañas from the Semilla Arts Initiative. Just to give you a little background how we met Betsy, I was trolling around in North Philly one day, and I ran into a gallery at Taller Puertorriqueño. They had an exhibit of some of her work and her partner's work. And after I visited the exhibit, I thought, oh, I gotta meet this artist. And eventually, we found some time to visit her at one of her community gardens and learn about all the sort of community development work that she's been doing based around art, grassroots arts and gardening. And felt that would, her experience working in community work in the arts, as well as the background with the gardening, which is some science work, felt that she'd be a good partner for Harding Middle School in their effort to beautify the building and the property. And so we brought her in, and we're really happy that phase one of the Beautify Harding initiative is taken off. So I'd like to welcome Betsy up to the mic.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out. Again, my name is Betsy Casañas. I'm the director and founder of Semilla Arts Initiative. Semilla Arts Initiative is a grassroots initiative that uses art as a catalyst for social change in underserved communities. We come into schools, we work in the communities, and we basically use all kinds of mediums in order to transform. So the idea with Harding was to really show what was happening inside. The facade of the building and the outside just didn't show all the richness that was happening inside the school. So what we wanted to do was come in and take over. So this is actually one of 8 projects that we're planning on doing to transform the entire building. The banners, again, were to show some of the things that were happening at Harding. Now, aside from this, we wanted to integrate into the curriculum a lot of the things that the kids were already learning. So one of the projects after this would be a stained glass project. That wouldn't actually be in stained glass. It would actually be in huge pieces of plexi with different pieces of paper collage that would show the 10 different historical events that the students learn about in history class. Also combine it with the science programs that use and teach the kids about light. So a lot of the programs, again, those are 2. We also wanted to create a mural in the front, the first 3 bottom level of the underneath where the banners are, that would show the kids as they are today. The idea for these kinds of projects is really to teach the students their voice now, really teach them and empower them to take action in their community. It's not hard, but you have to know how. So with this particular project, the idea wasn't to have the kids have these refined banners. The idea was to show them how to create a banner, to show them how to use the materials, to give them a skill where they could actually continue working and manipulating it to create their own thing. So the banners are a combination of all of the different things that the students learned while they were taking the class. So again, we're definitely interested in the coming years to continue working with Harding and with Arts Rising to continue the beautification project. We want to do floor games and gardens, and I mean just a combination of things just to really show the kids how strong and powerful their voices are today, how strong and powerful they are, and what an impact they can make on their community and their school. So thank you all so very much for coming out. A special thank you to Teets and Papiano and just the entire staff at Harding. I mean, it's been a wonderful experience. The students were fantastic. I mean, they really worked hard when we were here. And you know, a special thank you to Ambrose, who helped, you know, just coordinate all of the events that happened in between. And thanks to Arts Rising too. Thank you very much.